Hello and welcome to today's workshop, Using Data to Drive Growth. I'm Dave Meyer, and I am a speaker and trainer with Google's Get Your Business Online program, which is a part of Grow with Google. Grow with Google is a new initiative to help people prepare for work, find jobs, and most importantly, grow their businesses. This will help you as a small business, learn how to grow your online presence and improve customer loyalty. Will help you with growing your business by looking at the most important parts of your business online, and that is the data to help you figure out what you need to do to make real business decisions. Getting data is not the problem anymore. We all have lots of data. Google can take this huge amount of data and make it manageable for people to help them interpret it. We need to find the interconnections, the patterns, themes, and the context for genuine understanding. Our ultimate goal is to provide actionable insight that you can use to prove and disprove a hypothesis. Let's take a look at a business who started using data and digital insight tools to grow their business. Co-founders Jay and Katie Lee of ReueMe, short for Reuse Me, in Centennial, Colorado, started their reusable shopping bag business as a brick-and-mortar operation, but soon discovered that showcasing their brand online let them test new products and expand faster. Since moving to online sales, they've been able to expand their designs and their product line. Google Analytics provides a constant stream of information that tells ReueMe which marketing concepts and tactics are working. Because of their online channels, the company is now expanding into corporate sales and Asian markets and has grown nearly 500% in the last few years. They credit advertising with Google for making accelerated growth possible. Specifically, Google shopping campaigns have helped consumers find their fashionable designs. We'll discuss some digital insight tools later in this workshop. But first, I want to define insights. Insights help you create more effective business solutions using strategies informed by real consumer truths, whether they're brand strategies, creative ideas, product innovations, or media plans. The trouble is, insights are notoriously hard to pin down. Ask 100 people, and you'll get 100 different definitions of insight. What's clear is that when businesses look to Google for help with finding insights, they're not just looking for data. Insights are based on data, but are novel, credible, and actionable enough for them to unlock new opportunities. A great insight is unexpected, yet obvious. An insight must be able to inspire action. In short, it must be useful. I'd like to introduce you to James. James owns a pizza restaurant. He set up a site recently and added online ordering. Customers can place an order via phone or computer on James's website, and they can pick up their pizzas. Business is going well, but he wants to take full advantage of his digital opportunity. In other words, James would like to see if his online activities are working and if what he's doing online is impacting his bottom line. James will be accompanying us on his journey today, and you're going to learn how he uses data to reach his goals and how it can help you reach yours. Sometimes making decisions on gut instinct works great, but it's usually better to base decisions and actions on data. In these examples, James is making business decisions based on gut instinct. Some decisions could see improved results if he used data to support them. For example, if James could use digital insights like the reports in Google My Business to monitor customer reviews, he might have learned that customers prefer his pizza because recipes are made with fresh local ingredients. Canned pineapple probably wouldn't meet his expectations. Instead of cutting prices when sales were down, James could have boosted visibility by advertising or trying different promotions using the data to see if that helped. Although James is trying to grow his business, the changes that he's making aren't yet supported by data. I'd like to define the terms that we're using in today's workshop. Data is is information that you obtain from users, such as demographic information, their behavior, and their activity. Analytics is the patterns and trends discovered inside of data. It's how you make sense of the data and uncover meaningful trends. Insights are the value you gain from data and analytics. Insights should be actionable and prescriptive. In other words, they should let you know what to do next. Here's an example. Let's assume you have an e-commerce website. Data might show you that you had 1,500 site visits over the past month. Analytics would show you how many visitors accessed your site from mobile devices, 40%. Insights could reveal that visitors using phones are 30% more likely to buy. But if you're new to data and analytics, this can be overwhelming. We'll show you how to use data to help make decisions instead of relying on gut instinct. This involves tools to see patterns or analytics in customer usage data. Before diving in, you'll need to identify goals so that you can ask the right questions. Here's how we recommend you get started using data to make informed business decisions. First, of course, outline your goals. Goals identify the customer actions you care about most. What outcomes do you want? What do you want to improve? A good example of a goal could be to increase your web traffic by a certain amount on something that matters to your business. Simple page visits probably won't cut it. Second, what are key questions to ask about your business? What information do you need to know to achieve those goals? Questions we ask about offline advertising often apply to online advertising as well. Once you have questions, the third step is to determine which tools can help you find the answers, and that's what we'll be talking about the rest of today's session. So let's start with those goals. Of course, when you're in business, you need to start with your outcome in mind. What do you want to happen? What are you trying to achieve? Everything you do should lead you back to your goals. Let's review what makes a good business goal. Consider these questions using the SMART goal framework that we've probably all heard at some point in the past. First is the goal specific and detailed. Can you track the goal? How will you measure it? How will you know when you've accomplished that goal? Is the goal realistically attainable? Will this goal help you reach your business goals? Is it relevant to your business? When do you want to achieve this goal? Set a time frame. Let's talk about how James would approach his SMART goals. A potential goal for James's pizza business might be to increase orders placed through his website this month by 25%. Different types of websites will have different goals. Some websites focus on online orders. Other sites might focus on leads if you're in a business-to-business business. Contact us form submissions or phone calls might be better. And if we think back to the framework for what makes a good goal, there are many things that you can look at on what makes this a decent goal. First, it is time-based. It's over this month. It's realistic probably to increase online orders, and it's specific and achievable. Take a few moments right now to identify your goals. Take a couple minutes and just write them down as we sit, and I'll talk more while you do about some examples that might be helpful. As you look at your content, business goals are not simple traffic. They're not simple activities. You want to think about what you need to do as a business owner, and that's usually make more money. Take a couple of moments and just step back from the ultimate goal, from more cash. What do you need to do to make more money? How many contacts do you need to make? How many new customers do you need to reach? How many prospects do you need to engage with? Think about what those key elements are. If you're a nonprofit, it might be donations or people that are willing to donate their time or talent. What are those goals? Again, you want to make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. If you have your goals, fantastic. If you're still working on it, you can pause this session right now and keep moving forward when you're ready. As you have your goals in mind, we'll review them the rest of this workshop. Now that we've defined your goals, we can consider what questions you need to ask to meet those goals. For this next topic, let's look at examples of questions to ask about your business. The framework you see on this slide helps you think of a stage of stages of a business's relationship or engagement with customers. In the end, you want to ask and answer questions that move customers through these phases. You reach customers or bring them to your site through various methods like ads, organic search, social media, and offline promotions. But after they arrive, you need to keep them engaged. Can they find what they're looking for? Then you need to convert them, getting them to complete important actions on your site. For example, they might sign up for a newsletter, submit a contact form, or, of course, purchase something. These can also be your business goals. Ultimately, you want to sustain a long-term relationship, getting that customer to return to the site again and do something again with you. This could be through offering a rewards program, sending discounts, etc. To recap, reach questions ask, how do my customers find me? Engage questions ask, what do they look like and engage with? Convert questions ask, do my visitors become customers? And sustain questions ask, do my customers return? Remember James? James wanted to increase online orders this month by 25%. So he needs to look carefully at how he's connecting with and engaging his customers at each phase. We'll be coming back to these phases throughout the rest of our workshop. We're going to look at some questions you can ask about your business at each customer engagement phase. Start with reach. Think of reach as the people you want to visit your website and become your customers. Reach questions help you understand brand recognition and awareness and how people find you online. For James, if his goal is to increase online orders by 25% this month, he might ask, how do people find me online? If customers can't find your business, they can't place online orders. Ask for James, what other questions might people ask? Does he have the correct name, address, and phone number published online? Is his website address easy to remember and type? If James had an email newsletter, do people open it, read it, or click through? Engage. Engage questions involve discovering how or if people who find you interact with your site. Do they navigate more than one page of your site? Do they watch your videos? Do they search for things on your pages? Do they download PDF spec sheets, or do they look at your menu? For James, he wants to find out how people are using his website once they get there. If his customer base isn't engaging with his site or on social media business pages online, something's probably missing, and people are not going to place online orders. James can ask, can people easily find his online menu? Do people create accounts once they're on his site, or do people download coupons? Conversion turns site visitors into paying customers. Convert questions help you find out how or if those conversions happen. Once people find you online, do they take further action? Do they purchase? Do they sign up for the newsletter, schedule an appointment, etc.? For James's example, we might want to ask, how many online orders did James receive last month? Other questions might include, is it easy to order from his online menu? Can people easily pay for their order? Or would meal deals help increase sales? Sustain can be thought of as turning your customers into loyal customers. They'll continue to interact with your business after that first transaction. Sustain questions can help you better understand what customers say about you online, if they like your services, what they wish you'd do better, what they like or don't like, etc. You want to determine whether customers influence others to choose your products or services. For James, to meet his goal, he needs to ask, what are people saying about my business online? He might also want to ask what pizza recipes they'd like to see via Google form, who his loyal repeat customers are, and how he could reward them with a coupon or a special deal. Now that we've reviewed some examples of questions you consider asking about your business, let's talk about the tools. We have our goals, and we have the questions we need to ask. What tools can help us answer those questions? If James's goal is to increase online orders this month by 25%, why does he want to know which traffic source is bringing the most visitors? James can use Google Analytics to find the answers to those questions. To access Google Analytics, go to marketingplatform.google.com. Google Analytics is a free tool and one of the most popular website analytics tools available. Google Analytics offers digital analytics tools to analyze data from touch points to better understand customer experience. It helps you understand your customer and what they're doing with your website as a whole. demographics such as age, included on the screenshot, gender, and interests, so you can determine if your website is meeting your customers' expectations. It shows you how you can use what you're learning about your customer so that you can make changes that will yield better results. This will help you understand what data tells you about the site and what actionable steps you can take. It also identifies how customers find your site to improve organic traffic or traffic that you're not paying Google for when people search online. Google Analytics can help you answer reach, engage, and convert questions about your business. How people find your site, what do customers interact with my site with when they find me, what demographics visit my site the most, what kinds of people, and what channel drives the most traffic. Is it computers, PCs, mobile devices, tablets, etc.? Google Analytics can be pretty complex and daunting the first time you visit it. There's a million different ways to mix and match segments to produce different reports. This is an overview of the categories you can use to mix and match to produce reports. Real-time data shows impact of marketing efforts in real time. This will show you immediately and continuously what people are doing on your site that moment. You can use real-time data to determine if new and changed site content is being viewed, to determine if a one-day promotion drives traffic and which pages are viewed, to monitor immediate effects on site traffic from a blog or a social media post, or to monitor completions as you test changes to your site. Audience reports provide insights into characteristics of your users, their demographics, how old they are, where they live, their interests, their geography, their language and behavior, and the technology or devices that they're using to reach your website. Acquisition reports provide a window on your users' acquisition behavior conversion, or ABC cycle. Basically, how you acquire your users, their behavior on your site after you acquire them, and their conversion patterns, and if and how often they complete an action on your website that you're trying to get them to do. Behavior reports tell you how behavior varies between new and returning users of your website. And conversion reports, conversions measure the completion of an activity that's important to the success of your business. This would include signing up for your email newsletter or, of course, purchases. You can use these reports to see how all your channels work together to create sales for your business. Business owners often have preconceived notions about who their audiences are. Google Analytics can help you learn more about your audience and potentially detect a mismatch. If this was a screenshot from James's Google Analytics account, he'd be able to learn about his website audience. James might assume that the majority of his audience is young, the college student set, say 18 to 24 years old. However, once he started examining his Google Analytics data, he'd see that the segment of users that bought most of his pizza online had the highest conversion rates, and those were in the 35 to 44-year-old age bracket. This can impact his approach to marketing his pizza, his site, ads, and social media. For example, college nights might not be as effective as family-friendly deals. Another report to check is where traffic is coming from and how different channels perform. This will give a great overview of the media mix that he needs to look at, and also quickly highlights where people might be interested in interacting with him and where he might want to invest more or less money or time. In this example, you see referral and paid search have the highest conversion rates, while social media does not seem to perform very well. If you are present on many different platforms, I recommend you check out the Attribution Model Comparison tool, which you'll find in the Conversions section of Google Analytics. Here you'll find more insights about your user's path to purchase if they are clicking on multiple ads from different channels. You can also find benchmarking metrics for the different channels by going to the audience part of Google Analytics. Just keep in mind not to get too caught up on these numbers. Instead, use your Google Analytics data to provide a general guideline and benchmark your performance against your own account at a previous time range so that you can measure your progress over time. Using Google Analytics, James discovered his highest performing traffic sources are referral and paid search, meaning most visitors are navigating his website via referral channels like social media and email marketing, as well as James's Google ad campaigns. Based on data, James chooses to invest more time in his social media activity and increase his monthly ad spend. James might also decide to send email marketing campaigns to repeat customers to drive sales, or because of age range, he might consider playing to families with a meal deal promoted on social media and via email. Reminder, James's goal was to increase orders placed through his website this month by 25%. Based on this goal, he needs to answer the reach question, how are people finding me online? To help find the answer, he can use Google My Business. You can access Google My Business at gybo.com/business or simply google.com/business. Who already has a Google My Business listing? Most businesses that have content online or that have registered with the state will have a Google My Business listing, but the important part is that you need to claim it in order to make edits. Google My Business is a free Google business listing that appears when people are searching your business or businesses like yours on Google Search and Maps. It makes it easy to create and update a simple listing so that you can stand out and drive traffic organically via Google Search or Google Maps. Here's how Google My Business works. You create a Google listing that you can update anytime. You draw in new customers with photos of your products or favorite menu items. Pictures show what's unique about your business, and you can add as many pictures as you like. You can also build loyalty by responding to reviews. Reviews are a two-way conversation between you and your customers. It allows you to be the first to know when you get a new review so that you can respond to those reviews right away. This tool within Google My Business allows you to get real insights on what's working and what's not working. You can learn more about customer actions, check customer views and actions to learn how you're doing and how you set yourself apart. You can understand your customer community, discover where people are coming from to better reach your existing customers and to bring in new ones. And you can see which photos are getting noticed. Google My Business can help you answer reach, engage, and sustain questions about your business. These include, how are people finding me online? Are customers talking about my business online? And what are people doing once they find me online? Asking Google My Business, James discovered that most people call his business on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. and later. This might lead to what James should do. Well, if he finds that his biggest days are Wednesdays after 6 p.m., he should staff his phone resources to be available at that time. He needs his best people on the phones during the high traffic times. He might also consider an auto answer feature, encouraging customers to order online, or encourage phone managers to ask questions to see if the website can reduce call volume. Let's look at another question James needs to answer. The next one he wants to answer is how his website is performing in Google search results. To help answer this question, James can use Google Search Console. You can use Google Search Console by navigating to google.com/webmasters. Google Search Console helps you monitor and maintain your site's presence in Google search results to help drive organic web traffic and see what terms your site is being ranked for. You're discovered through an organic search when a customer finds you after entering relevant terms in a search engine such as Google. This is different from discovering you through paid advertisements. Search Console shows you how Google and the world see your website. You can use Google Search Console to make sure that Google can access your site, to submit new content and remove content you don't want shown in search results, and to monitor your site for problems with search. You can see reports that tell you which queries caused your site to appear in search results, which keywords, which websites link to your site, and if your site works well on mobile devices, and much more. Google Search Console can help you answer reach questions about your business. How people are finding you online, what are my customers searching for, and what can I change about my website to be more attractive to my customer base? And finally, what keywords or search terms can I use to help people find my business online? Using Google Search Console, James discovered that the search query "local pizza for pickup" caused his site to appear in Google search results. Based on this information, James chooses to update his website description to include local and pickup. He might also want to add content on his site focused on local pizza for pickup, or provide specific information around other keywords that he has found on his website, or that he finds that Google is ranking his website for. Another question James wants to answer is if the ads he's using are working. To find this answer, he can use Google Ads reporting. Before we get into details, I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with the difference between paid advertising and organic search results. When someone conducts a simple Google search, the first section to appear in the results contain Google Ads. Ads can appear on the top or bottom of search results page, next to or under an ads label. The second section is the organic search results. These are unpaid links to websites with content related directly to what the person is searching for. The more relevant the site is to the search term, the higher the link will appear in the list. Your related website could appear here, but your ad will not appear in organic search results. You can access Google Ads by going to ads.google.com and signing in. Google Ads allows you to choose how you want to reach your customers. You can be seen across the web through display ads with images, video ads, search ads, and application ads. It allows you to reach who you want, whether you're staying local or going global. Ads shows you how many people see your ads, visit your website, or call your business. Google Ads help you stay within budget by setting your own budget limits and adjusting your budget whenever you want. Google Ads can help you answer reach, engage, and convert questions about your business, including how are people finding me online, what are my customers searching for, and what keywords should I use for search terms. Using Google Ads, James discovered that 71% of users clicked his ad from a smartphone. From that information, he identified his next steps to be testing his website capability on mobile devices to ensure that his site is user-friendly and loads quickly on those devices. He focuses his next campaign to reach users who have mobile devices. Let's look at another question James needs to answer. He wants to know what kinds of pizzas are trending. To help answer this question, James can use Google Trends, a free web-based tool that shows relative volume of different keywords searched on Google over time. You can access Google Trends at google.com/trends. The data is presented on a graph of a scale from 0 to 100, with 100 representing peak search volume, which means it's indexed. If there is enough data, Trends can show related news headlines, a forecast of search volume, related popular searches, and rising searches, or searches experiencing significant growth. By analyzing search trends, you can see how interests, associations, or tastes have changed over time or by geography. In this example, James can use Google Trends to compare deep dish and thin crust pizzas. He also added in gluten-free to see how users are searching compared to other terms. It's a big result. You can also use Trends to evaluate your competitive landscape, analyze search trends by platform, region, brand, or topic, and Google Trends can help you answer reach and engage questions, including what are my customers searching for, what do my customers want, what is trending in my industry, and is my business affected by seasonality. Using Google Trends, James discovered customers favor gluten-free pizza the most. He also saw that deep dish was trending upward. Based on this data, James chooses to introduce a new gluten-free pizza recipe to his menu. There's lots of other things that he could focus on. The key is to use Trends to go where people are searching. If you find lots of interest and lots of fun, identifiable topics that you can piggyback on, go ahead and use those. Just be careful that you're watching the context. If, for example, a trend term was gluten-free pizza, but it was wrapped around something negative with gluten-free pizza, such as perhaps a salmonella outbreak that had happened locally with gluten-free recipes, James would not want to highlight information and data with gluten-free pizzas. So let's recap what we've gone over today. We've covered a lot of information and data about how you can reach and engage your customers, answering some simple questions. You get answers from data by determining the goals asking the right questions, using the right tools, and interpreting those results and then taking an action. Remember to ask questions based on those 4 phases of consumer engagement: reach, engage, convert, and sustain. You want to continue to connect and reach out to your customers by using the easy and simple data that's presented from Google to your life and to your world. This is a super simple way that you can take information that's being provided to you for free and make real business decisions. You need to make smart goals that apply to your business. Page visits aren't necessarily a huge win. You want to probably focus more on conversions or what people are actually doing on your site once they visit. Again, those reach, engage, convert, and sustain questions can help you dig deeper, drive forward, convert more, and keep more of your customers. Using the right tools, such as Google Analytics at marketingplatform.google.com, Google Ads reports at ads.google.com, or Google My Business at business.google.com can be incredibly helpful in finding out what people are already doing on your site, where they're searching, what they're clicking on, and what they're interested in. And if you want to know more about what's happening and the trends in your business, consider going to Google Trends at google.com/trends and entering in some relevant keywords to see where you can focus to match the interest of your users. Thank you so much for attending today's session. Again, I am Dave Meyer with Google's Grow with Google program and with BusyWeb, a business in Minneapolis designed to help you generate buzz without getting stung. So happy to have you with us today, and thank you so much for your attention. Remember to stay tuned at busyweb.com/events for our next event. Talk to you soon, and thanks again.